Hi everyone, just doing a quick video on the cactus mix I use and how to make it. This might be a little different from what a lot of you guys use, but I really liked it and I've had a lot of luck with it. So the first thing I use is Coco coir. I buy it in compressed bricks like this. It expands in water. I put a little bit in here, but probably gonna need some more, so I'm gonna go ahead and add more of this cocoa. Pretty loosely held together, so I can usually just break it off with my hand, kind of break it up a little bit. The more it's broken up, the faster it absorbs the water. Okay, so that's probably enough of my cocoa material. Just gonna mix it up so stuff that's already wet can hydrate. Okay, so the next thing we're going to add to our cocoa is going to be ag lime, agricultural limestone, and azomite. The agricultural limestone is basically crushed up limestone, so high in calcium, stuff like that. And then the azomite is basically a volcanic ash or crushed up volcanic rock. And that's high in trace minerals like iron and magnesium. And this really helps out when you have lithophytic cacti that like to grow off or on rocks. So I kind of just eye this out. The limestone, I only have a little bit left, so I'm just going to pour this entire bag in here. And then the azomite, I just shake out a dusting of it. Just a caution, you might want to wear a mask during this part because this stuff is not fun to breathe in and I'm sure will give you health problems down the road. Okay, so that's all mixed up now. The next thing I use is vermiculite. Alright, so with the vermiculite, you don't need too much. Kind of sprinkle some on there, get a light coating over the top of the cocoa. You don't need much, and it is an expensive ingredient compared to a lot of the other stuff. So I like to be a little bit sparing with this. Alright, now I'm just going to mix that up. Alright, so we have our cocoa, our rock dusts, and our vermiculite all mixed up in there. The next thing I use is perlite. I only use a little bit of perlite just because it is nice to have some smaller pieces in there. And the pumice that I have is pretty large, but I kind of like it like that because it helps the pots dry out in between waterings. Alright, so with the perlite, you can be kind of a little bit generous. It is cheap, and so it's kind of like a filler material. I just kind of do a light dusting of it. Don't want too much because then it makes the soil a little too dense. Alright, just mix this up. Alright, so I have my perlite and my cocoa mix. The next and last ingredient is pumice. So this mix is going to be for cactus. So I'm gonna basically make it half pumice and then half of the rest of what's ever in here. So I'm just gonna fill this bucket about halfway up. Okay, so you can see I added a lot of pumice, basically the same amount of material that was already in there. Just gonna mix this up. And there you have it. That's my cactus mix. You might notice that there's not any organic material in here at all. I kind of like that because it's pretty sterile and it keeps the soils nice and clean. I do fertilize when I water with a low nitrogen fertilizer, so I don't really need to add anything that's going to make the soil dense and heavy. Alrighty, and that is how I make my cactus soil. Now I kind of use this as a base. If I'm going to make something that needs a little bit more dampness and doesn't want to dry out right away, I'll just add more cocoa. And if it's something that needs to dry out really, really quick or something like that, I'll just add more pumice. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will try to get back to you.